Be black. Stay. Ah. What? Why are you laughing?
You look like a walrus.
I'm trying.
It looks like a buck tooth.
We have to carve it. Actually, it will work.
So I'm supposed to talk like this?
No, it looks stupid. Alright, I tried. It looks really stupid.
She saw me and she's like, you look disgusting. I'm like, well, that's the vibe. Hello my beautiful babes, what is up? It's Brandi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you are new, welcome. For today's video, it is truly a special one because I got my first ever makeup request from one of my lovely subscribers. She wanted me to do a vampire look, and as you guys know me, I couldn't just do a simple vampire. I really wanted one that was inspired by the Victorian era and to be just a little bit sunburnt, a little crisp if you will. I went into the sun when I wasn't supposed to. I know the look looks incomplete without fangs. It just wasn't in the budget this year, unfortunately, but regardless, with or without fangs, I truly do love this look. If you guys want to know how I created this, then you should definitely keep on watching. I have no idea what I did last night. Either I slept weird or maybe I was just editing very uncomfortably because my upper back and my back in general is bothering me today. I tried rolling out, cracking it. It didn't do anything. I'm hoping it gets better throughout the day, but enough of my body feeling a lot older than how I actually am. We're gonna move on to some more traffic. I'm gonna move on to some eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna go back and forth between the Orgy as well as the Blood Sugar, both from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. However, I need to prime my eyes. You can use any primer you want. I like to save my money and just use a concealer. I'm gonna begin by taking Ouch and a teeny bit of Tongue Pop. Forgot a mirror again. And slowly put this all in my crease. And lightly winging this out. If you have hooded eyes like me, then you definitely want to go above the crease as well. So when you look up, you'll be able to see the shadows. And I'm just going back and forth between those shades to build up the pigment. Taking Intravenous and a hint of Fresh Meat, placing that in the crease, lightly winging it out. And I think I might take this onto the lid as well. By the way, I have no idea if you can hear all that noise. If you do, I apologize. They're doing, I don't know, I guess some lawn work. I would love to wait until they're done doing the lawn or whatever it is. However, that could take hours. So just bear with me with the noise, please. Did you guys knock something down? What the heck? 1 second. Nope, all the babies are sleeping. The stupid clip just fell where our loofahs were. Oh well. Scared me a little bit though. I'm gonna mix Fresh Meat, a little bit of Coma, and ever so slightly Orgy. I'm placing that in the lower half of my crease. Again, lightly dragging it out. I'm even gonna put this on the outer half of my lid a little bit. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna put it on the entire lid too. I'm winging this eye look if you guys couldn't tell. I went back in with Tongue Pop and Ouch and brought it up to the brow a little bit more. Now I'm going to take Sugarcane, a little bit of Tongue Pop and Cake Mix, blend that in the upper crease, and fade that all the way to the brow. My hair looks insane. You know what's really funny? I don't even think I brushed it this morning. I just chucked it up when I was washing my face and I just realized I never brushed it. Whatever, I'll brush it when I finally decide what I'm going to do with it. Obviously, I went off camera and did the base of my face because now it's time to do the bottom. Still using the same brush from before and the two palettes. Taking a little bit of Ouch, Cake Mix, and Tongue Pop. Running this all over my lower lash line and making sure it connects to the top. Next, I'm going to go into a smaller brush, take Cake Mix Ouch and a little bit of Tongue Pop just like from before, and just lightly, I am so sorry if you heard that, that was my stomach. Just a little hungry. Anyway, I'm going to lightly do random marks going down my face. You can kind of see it, it's very faint. There is no right or wrong way. You can call them like cracks, little branches, whatever you want. Just slowly building it up. Once the initial outline is there, I'm going to go in with this little liner brush and go into Intravenous and a little bit of sugarcane and just go over the lines that I just did, but to just deepen them up ever so slightly. Switching over to another eyeliner brush. This one is by Morphe. It's their M250-0 and a little bit of my Magic Star concealer. I'm putting a little dot on the back of my hand, lightly putting that on the brush and just outline these markings again, but focusing it in the center as best as possible. Oh, my package was delivered. Oh, that is way too much product. I will definitely mess up if I take that much. Can you guys believe that Thanksgiving is the next holiday and then Christmas? Like, I'm excited for Christmas, don't get me wrong, but it's like, where does the time go? I'm joking here. Oh my goodness. Oh, alright. I went back in with this liner, lightly went over some areas that I felt like were a little bit too white, just to help blend everything together. I want this to be noticeable yet subtle at the same time. Now it's time for some liquid latex. I'm going to be using the same one that I used from before. It says that this is basically for like a one-time use, or like it's intended to. I checked it, it's still loose. The color is not as white as before, so I'm probably not going to be able to use this again after today. I believe I got this at either Party City or Spirit of Halloween. I feel like it was more than likely Party City though. Before I do that, I need a little sponge. I'm going to see how the sponge works. Oh! And then go from there. Wow, I like gooped it so much that it got on my palette. That's not what I meant to happen. That's amazing. Let me wipe that real quickly before it dries. I want this side of my forehead to be a little bit burnt. So just lightly tapping this. You could use some tissue paper. I don't have any tissues in the house, so I'm just going to use a clean roll of toilet paper and just twist, rip, and stick. Okay. Ooh, that's a little bit too perfect. There we go. Kind of. Going back in with the latex, placing that right on top, making sure I get these edges. I don't really want it in my hair, so I'm gonna try and finesse that. Liquid latex is so sticky. My goodness. And because I'm not using as much as I did with the Chucky, it's drying so fast. Grabbing some cotton balls and randomly placing this on top and lightly pulling it just to add more texture, more realistic. Adding more latex on top. Doing the same thing that I did on top on the other side of my face. Moving on to some fake blood. Again, I think I got this at Party City. This one I know for a fact I got at Michael's. It's just a texturized sponge. And I'm just going to spray this all over the sponge and just lightly go over the cotton balls and tissues. Unfortunately, I don't have another fluffy brush, so I'm just going to use the one that I used on my eyes. Go into Cremated and take a little bit of hers, which is this beautiful black shade, and just lightly go over this lovely mess. Obviously, you want to make sure it's dry before you go in. I feel like that's a given, but I also felt like I should be said too. Switching over to Fresh Meat, stamping that, swiping that just to make it deeper in some areas. And a bit of cherry soda too. Oh my god, that looks so good! Oh wow, I love this. Going back in with some fake blood. Placing that right on top. Going around the edges. Just flipping the sponge on the other side. And just lightly tapping it around so it can help with the texture a little bit more. I don't like I have a little bit of white there, so I'm going to try and cover that up. Hopefully. Grabbing Conspiracy and taking Ranch. And placing that in the inner corner. I think I took a little bit too much. I'm going to lightly fade that. There we go. Using this for the brow bone, but not putting a whole bunch. I want this to be like the inner corner there, but not crazy blinding. There's nothing more beautiful than a beautiful dark vampy lip, and as much as I really want to do that with this look, it's not going to complement it at all. Oh my goodness. I want my lips to be a little bit warm toned, even though I'm a vampire and it's supposed to be like not have any warmth going through my body, but this is just the look that I'm going for. So for the lip liner, I'm using the shade Leo by JSC, lightly overlining my lips. I don't really do anything to the bottom, but the top I like to overline a bit. There's nothing more fitting for this look than this lip shade, and it's called Deceased. Going back in with the lip liner, blending them together. That is the perfect lip shade for this look. Like, wow, that's insane. Going back in with my sponge and my fake blood. This isn't that bad. I just wish it was a little bit darker, but you make do with what you got. And just lightly stippling that around my mouth, underneath my lip. I feel like I look more like a zombie right now. Oh my goodness, I can't with this traffic. I definitely look like I haven't had sleep with this look. It's representing how I'm feeling. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I know without the fangs, it definitely looks a little bit more zombie rather than vampire. But as I said before in my intro, it just wasn't in the Halloween budget this year. I had planned all my looks, spent my money wisely. This was a special request by one of my lovely subscribers, and it was either a necklace or the fangs. And since I really wanted this to be a Victorian burnt vampire, the necklace to me was a little bit more important in my personal opinion. If you guys were to recreate this look, then I highly recommend purchasing the ones off of Amazon. They are reusable, so it's definitely worth the investment. They cost around, I believe, 17 to 18 bucks. They have the standard as well as the small size. I've seen so many YouTube tutorials on it, so I know that they do work and you guys can trust them too. The beautiful necklace that I am wearing today, I believe, was about 14 to 15 bucks off of Amazon, and when I tell you she is gorgeous, just look at that shine. Like, I've never been a fan of pearls, but this necklace is truly to die for. Speaking of pearls, these earrings I got who knows how long ago at the dollar store. Luckily I still had them and I just chucked them on. Very simple jewelry. I wish I had a beautiful silk dress or a top. I feel like if I had that, it would be a little bit more Victorian, but you know, as I said before, I had to work with what I had, and overall I am really happy with the look that I created. Before I forget, the lashes that I am wearing today are by Kiss. They are my lashes but better in the style Blessed. For my lips, I went in with the Mehron Makeup Face and Body Paint. I mixed the red as well as the black just to deepen it up so it looked like I had dry and new blood mixed together on my lips. It definitely gave it some more dimension and I'm very happy with it. And of course for highlight, I am wearing the Revlon SkinLights Prismatic highlighter in the shade 202 Twilight Gleam. Again, I wanted it to be very subtle, not too in your face, just like I did with the inner corner. And yeah, you guys, that is basically it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, as well as hitting the notification bell. As always, all the products that I mentioned today will be linked down below in the description box. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.